Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam196. As you may remember, we were hearing once again about the story of Harishchandra, who was too fond of his son to give him as a sacrifice to Varuna. He gave excuse after excuse and kept postponing the Narameda, which had been promised. Rohita, the child, had grown up to be a youth, and he came to know about his father's rash promise. He went away to the forest and hoped to escape the fate meant for him. For years he roamed the forest. Varuna, with the intention of punishing the king, made him suffer from the dread disease by name Mahodara, dropsy. When he heard that his father was very ill, Rohita felt that he had to go back to the kingdom and try to save his father's life. Indra stopped him and sent him on a tirthayatra. Again and again it happened, and 5 years passed. Rohita finally decided to go back to his kingdom and to his father. On his way home, Rohita met a Brahmin by name Ajigartha. He was traveling with his 3 sons and his wife. The prince thought that his father's disease would be cured, and he could also escape death, if only he could get someone else to die instead of him. The sight of the Brahmin gave him an idea. If he could sacrifice some other youngster to Varuna, the calamity to his royal house could perhaps be averted. He saluted the Brahmin, who stood silent to find out what the prince wanted. Rohita said, "My lord, I will give you 100,000 cows. Are you willing to trade one of your sons for it?" The Brahmin was taken aback and wanted to know more about it. The prince told him about his predicament. He said, "I am the only son, and our line will be dead if I should die. My father is also very sick. By giving your son, you will be saving 2 lives, and you will be serving the country also. Will you give one of your sons to me?" Ajigartha said, "I will not part from my eldest son. He is too dear to me, and I will not be able to live without him." The wife of the Brahmin said, "My husband, the Bhargava, says that our eldest son is dear to him, and therefore he cannot be given to you. I want you to know that the youngest child is very dear to me, and I cannot bear to give him up. It is always the way of the world that the eldest is the favorite of the father, and the youngest that of the mother." The second son's name is Sunashepa. He spoke in a soft and slightly sad voice. He said, "Listen to me, O prince. My father favors my elder brother, and my mother, my younger brother. It is as good as understood that I have been sold to you by my parents. Take me with you." The prince gave the promised number of cows to the Brahmin, and he was very happy to take the Brahmin boy with him. It was noon when Rohita and Sunashepa reached the holy spot by name Pushkara. There the young Brahmin boy saw Kaushika absorbed in tapas. The child was hungry, thirsty, and very depressed because he knew that he was unwanted by his parents. Or else would they have sold him for a few cows, knowing that he was going to his death? He knew that Kaushika was distantly related to the Bhargava clan, and he felt that he had a claim on him. Sunashepa impulsively rushed to the presence of Kaushika and fell on his lap, sobbing. Rudely awakened from his trance, Kaushika looked at the intruder. He saw a young boy with a woebegone face, and he was sobbing his heart out. The child said, "I have no father and no mother. As for kinsmen, I have none. You are my only refuge. You must save my life. I have been told that you are very powerful, very noble, and very compassionate, that you can never bear to see anyone unhappy. I saw you, and I have come to you for help." Kaushika wanted to know what was worrying him, and the boy told him the entire story. Kaushika's heart was full of love for this foundling. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.